All right, it's just been announced when we wake up this morning because Japan is on different times that Miyamoto has come out and said the official casting for Link and the Princess Zelda in the upcoming live action The Legend of Zelda. Now, there's been speculation about all of this with Hunter Schafer, a trans person, being cast as the titular role of Zelda, but it is not true. We actually have confirmation from the creator himself. And since they were working with Sony Pictures, we kind of knew that it wasn't going to go that route. But a lot of people that bought into it, or a lot of people that were outraged about it, hey, that is all fair game. That is fair game because we see all the times that we have expectations, they are subverted in a Ryan Johnson way a lot of the time. So, like, it was always possible. They've kind of like brainwashed us into not really trusting them anymore. But Miyamoto has come out and said, nope, these are the people we've cast, and we want to see what you think about the casting. So while Nintendo reveals Zelda and Link casting for live action The Legend of Zelda film, it's not Hunter Schafer. We're not going to talk about that too much, but it has highly been anticipated, and it was not like a scheduled announcement. It was just a shadow drop, which is what Nintendo loves to do, and there's nothing wrong with that. This collaboration will feature Bo Bragison, which plays Zelda, and Ben Ainsworth as the heroic Link. Now, I did a little bit of digging into their IMDb. They haven't been in much, mostly TV shows, but Ben has been in a movie very recently with Bryan Cranston. And Bo Bragison, she's mostly just been like bit roles on TV series, just making guest appearances. However, they look the part. I mean, come on, you can't tell me that they wouldn't be able to pull it off. Also, their ages, if you look at how old they are like between 16 and 18 years old. I think Ben is 17 right now, or he's turning 17 in September. I looked up his birthday. Let me look at this real quick. September 25th, 2008. So he's still 16, but he's turning 17 this year, which I think is a great jumping off point. This could give this series some longevity as long as they stay true to it and it does become a hit. So if they make it correctly, I think they could keep these characters going for quite a long time and like go on a whole bunch more adventures. And maybe that's why the casting is for actors this young. Miyamoto's statement. This is Miyamoto. I am pleased to announce that for a live action film, Zelda will be played by Bro Bagasan-san. Did he really say that? And Link by Ben Evansworth's son. So it's not just a joke from Mr. Miyagi. I'm very much looking forward to seeing both of them on the big screen. And they already have a release date too, May 7th, 2027. Now, a lot of times these things get pushed back. However, in my own estimation, whenever Nintendo does something like this, when it's something that's that far in advance, like, oh, we've already done the casting 2 years before we have our release date, we are going to hit every production schedule that we set out. So I don't think there's going to be any, I don't think there's any reason for there to be any kind of delay whenever it comes to this. So look for it in 2 years from now. Now, even though Legend of Zelda 1986, that was my favorite Nintendo game, the original NES, that was my favorite one. I only beat it one time, but it was so immersive. And there were so many little different secrets, you know, back when games had secrets and all kinds of like you had to do different patterns in order to get to certain dungeons and fortresses. That was a good time. And Zelda is one of those franchises that has kept it pretty much open world the entire time. There have been a couple of side scrollers, a couple of platformers, but for the most part, especially the highest rated ones and the ones that have most replayability value are the ones that keep it open world and you're exploring all over the place. Directing duties fall to Wes Ball, who made the Maze Runner trilogy, and those were very well received. They were extremely fun movies. And Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, that was a pretty good trilogy. However, I think Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was the weakest of the three, but that doesn't mean that it was a bad movie. Now, Ball has expressed its enthusiasm for blending fantasy elements with grounded storytelling, and those movies look good, by the way. Maze Runner was, you know, that was a while ago. That was at least 10 years ago, the last time that one came out, but the special effects looked good. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, special effects on point. So they're going to have a lot of special effects in this, you know, to how are they going to do the Triforce? They're not going to do it Minecraft style. They're going to have to make it a lived-in environment, and I think that's going to be a great thing. A lot of people have been asking. I don't know why. Probably just joking around that Link is only going to talk in exasperated whispers and sighs. No, because if you watch the old Legend of Zelda TV show like I did when I was a kid growing up, and I can't remember the year that it came out, but if you watch that kind of stuff, no, he was talking all the time. So maybe it is just a joke and a troll, which I have no problem with that. While plot details remain under wraps, the film is expected to capture the essence of the series' adventure, puzzle solving, mythical lore, and production is going to be set soon. So who's playing Ganondorf? This is a question that I've heard as well, but I only heard it from one person. Like I told you, I don't make videos with adulterated content. And what I mean by that is I don't make these videos if I've seen anybody else talk about it. Now, I have seen Twitter posts, and this is how I knew that it was coming up, and I saw this article. But I haven't seen anybody's speculation. I make a point not to read that stuff or listen to that stuff if I'm going to make a video on it. So who could play a good Ganondorf? I wonder, because what I'm thinking, like, I don't know, maybe Adrian Brody. I'm literally thinking about his nose. So I don't know. He might want to do it. He'd have to buff up for the role, but he's done that in other roles before, so it's a possibility. The choice of relatively young, lesser-known actors aligns with the vision of fresh faces embodying the timeless characters, avoiding preconceived notions from established stars. And this is a great thing as well. In my opinion, this is a great thing to start them out young. I know I've said that before, but it could give the series longevity, especially if it hits at the box office like we all think that it's probably going to do. There's probably no way you can fail now with this casting. So I'm going to end it right here. This is Multi from Mouth to Multi. I'm going to go hit the batting cages. We will see you later. We love you. Thank you for coming out and appreciate you. If you have any suggestions for Ganondorf, leave it down in the comment section below. And please like and subscribe because YouTube is fucking shit up. Y'all have a good one. Bye.